Joining us tonight is Tom Fitton, the president of Judicial Watch. His new book is A Republic Under Assault, the Left's Ongoing Attack on American Freedom, available for pre-order now. We recommend it to you highly. Tom, good to see you. Let's take up Michigan and the fact that they just won't have results available. Thank you very much. And just trust your local post office and the postal system, which is, well, a running bankrupt concern. Your thoughts?
Well, in California, they plan by law to count ballots at least 17 days after the election. So we're facing the left is planning it out. They are preparing the public, and you saw the Facebook CEO the other day talk about that the president may win on election night. But he may not win after, quote, all the votes are counted. And as you know, votes gained through the mail are more suspect than votes at the ballot box. And if they get there late, if they get there without postmarks, and of course, if they're counted in an inappropriate fashion, the results are going to be questioned. And I don't know how else to describe it other than by breaking the system by mailing hundreds of, almost 100 million ballots and ballot applications to people who haven't asked for them, and then waiting weeks to count the ballots. How is it we're supposed to trust those results? People should vote in person to ensure their votes are counted accurately.
Well, who decided that these ballots would be in the mail to whomever without any control and at the complete control of the postal union workers who support left-wing radical dim candidates? I mean, how could this happen?
The postal office on a good day can't get the mail to where it's supposed to be. There's at least an 8 to 10% failure rate in terms of getting first-class mail there on time. So what's going to happen is the ballots will get there late. No one will know when they'll be mailed. They could be mailed after the deadline, which is an illegal way to undo the election. And you can bet there will be leftist judges waiting to force officials to overrule Republicans who object to the changing the rules after the fact. It's going to be like Florida in 2000, Lou. Remember, the first count had Bush winning. So the Democrats wanted a second count, and Bush was winning. And they kept on wanting to count until they got to victory.
Well, it sounds like this is going to be up to the Postal Service's management of their unions to decide I mean, we'll turn over to the AFL-CIO to get their judgment on who won. I mean, this is ridiculous. Why isn't there some sort of intervention by the Supreme Court? Why isn't the Republican Party making the president talks about this every day, and he was scolded by Kevin McCarthy, for crying out loud, because he might scare seniors away from voting in a rigged election. I mean, you can't make this crap up.
Well, I'd be more concerned about seniors having their votes stolen or intercepted or otherwise not counted as a result of relying on unreliable mail-in ballot transactions. If I were running the Justice Department, I'd tell the 10,000 lawyers working for me, I want you to figure out a way to protect the vote in November. I want to figure out a way to stop states from mailing 51 million ballots to people who haven't asked for them, knowing the lists are filthy, knowing the risk of fraud, knowing the risk of disenfranchisement of potentially millions of Americans. That's the election fraud crisis we're facing. And now the left knows that they're likely to lose if they count the votes on Election Day. They've admitted it as much. And so now they're planning to count votes after Election Day. Yeah. And, of course, they're keeping the violence card in their back pocket as well.
Tom Fitton, thank you very much. Always good to have you with us. Appreciate it.